Bliss, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Joining in on this beautiful Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy weekly reading day. Happy Web of Light Community Day. So excited to be here for all of you. So excited to tap into this week's energy. I am Rissa Vibes, aka Readings by Rissa. And if this is your first time joining one of these weekly readings, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to connect with you all today on this beautiful Sunday for a brand new weekly reading. And I just love doing these readings so much. I look forward to them every week. I get all of my notes and downloads all in one place, and just able to express and connect with you all here is just such a gift, such a joy for me. And I love seeing new faces. I love seeing veterans, our lovely viewers that have been watching since the very beginning, almost a year and a half ago. So cool that we've been doing this for so long. And as you join, we've got 7 people now. As you join, feel free to introduce yourself. Let us know where you're joining from, how you're feeling today. Happy full moon in Leo today. If you didn't get a chance to check out the moon last night, definitely check it out this evening and throughout the day. It is gorgeous. And we have this Leo full moon really bringing in a lot of energy today. So I know this reading is going to be powerful for us all as we journey into next week's messages, the energy of this week to come. And as you join, I just want to encourage everyone to just start centering their focus inward. Start to breathe deeply, start to connect to your own center, start to call forth your higher self, your spirit guides, your spirit animals. Whatever energy you feel you need for today and this week, call it in now. You have the power to magnetize it to your essence. You are a magnet. We are magnets of energy. We are frequency. We are vibration. So when we set intentions, when we ask for energy to come forward for support of ourselves, we manifest it. So thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Rissa Vibes, aka Readings by Rissa. I am an intuitive and intuitive coach. I help people who are spiritually curious tap into their essence, their purpose, their passion, and their spiritual growth and enlightenment. And I'm here to do the same for you today during this live weekly reading. I want to also real quick just let you all know, as my online viewers, that I am hosting a Starseed gathering online on Tuesday. So if you've heard me talk about the Starseed gatherings that I host in person out here in Arizona, then you know I do these gatherings regularly, but this time I'm doing them online for the online community, for all of you. So if you're interested in connecting to your starseed quality, your cosmic self, if you want to connect to your galactic family, or just understand what a starseed is, and if you're one, then please join me on Tuesday. It's going to be at 6:30 p.m. Central Time online via Zoom, and it's only $20 to join. So if you're interested, please email me readingsbyrissa@gmail.com, and I will send you the info and get your payment in so you can lock your spot in. It's going to be amazing. All right, so I want to start by just reviewing last week's cards, reviewing the energy, and really centering our focus. So even before I review the cards of last week, let's go ahead and just center ourselves for a moment. I know you've already been doing that as you join, but we've got a couple new ones here and still joining. So let's do this as a Web of Light community that we are. Let's just close our eyes for a moment. And let's just start to breathe at your own natural pace, just breathing to relax, releasing tension, releasing worry, releasing stress. Just breathe, releasing resistance or fear from your week or the week to come. Releasing distractions, knowing that this is your time right here and now to center focus on yourself, to center focus on your inner being, your spirituality, and to connect with this beautiful web of light community who is doing the same. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Big breath out to relax, releasing any tension. Another deep breath in, expanding in the heart center. Welcoming in light and love and your guide's presence as you exhale to relax into that support. And another deep breath in, biggest one yet, opening up to all the spirit messages of this session, of this reading, of this week, as you exhale to relax fully. And setting an intention for your week, or even for your day, whatever feels best to you. Setting an intention for how you want to feel, what you want to experience, whatever it is that you need, setting an intention for that to be. And trusting that it is, and so it is. Slowly waking yourself back up. We had a few more join during that little meditation, so hopefully you new viewers that have just joined can take a little time to breathe, release tension, center focus, and set an intention for this reading. Thank you for joining me. Let's see who we have today. Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa. Linda's here. Hey, Rissa. A sweater. Is it cold in Arizona? Yes, it's a light sweater, and it is kind of cold here. I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to the cold, though. So I like to just be cozy on Sundays, so that's kind of my excuse. John is here. Hey, John. And Shanique was here. Hello, beautiful souls. Hey, Nikki. Good to see you. Karen's here as well. Lisa says, I'd love to join the Starseed Gathering. I will email you. Yes, thank you, Lisa. Definitely email me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com, to join the Starseed Gathering on Tuesday for the online community. We've got Jasmine here. What's up, Tim? Good to see you. I will be reaching back out to you this week, I promise. Good to see you here. Phoenix is here as well. Hello from New Hampshire. Love it. So good to see you. Some new faces today. It is wonderful to have you all on. All right, so let's review the messages of last week. These are the cards that I pulled last week for last week's energy. In the beginning of the week last week, we had the Ideas and Inspiration card, encouraging us to step into our creativity and to allow the inspiration to guide us. The middle of the week card last week was Believe, encouraging us to believe in ourselves, believe in the success we desire, and know that it's possible. End of the week card last week was Success. Success. I love that card. Just really letting us know that that belief in the middle of the week brought more success into our experience through manifestation at the end of the week. And then our moon card, our card for the full moon in Leo today, is Surrender. We are surrendering. I just did an affirmation post on Instagram, and the affirmation was all about surrendering to our success. So really combining those two cards together and really recognizing that it's important to surrender to allowing and receiving our success, the success that Source has meant for us to receive. So many of us try to resist success or fear success or decide that we don't deserve it. We've got to surrender those fears and judgments and doubts, and we have to just let the success into our life. So we're going to launch from that energy into this week to come. The 9th is today, February 9th, and we're going to be covering February 9th, 2020 to February 16th, 2020 next week. So all of this upcoming week's energy is going to be covered in this reading. I'm so excited to connect with you all on this. Ilcas is here. Hello, hello. So good to see you. And hopefully you received my email back. I did respond to you yesterday. Sharon's here. Hey, good to see you, love. And I'll be responding to you, Sharon, too. I got your message. So thank you all for your patience on that. I've had quite a busy week, but I will be getting back to all of you soon. All right, so let's go into the spirit messages of this week to come. So excited to talk about this energy of this week. Lots to cover, so let's get started. The spirit messages, these are all the messages that I receive in my meditations and my downloads and other readings that I do that come up with general readings for the Mass Collective, general messages. So the first spirit message I received for this week to come is that things aren't really going to slow down much for us, not yet. I know we had quite a busy week this last week with all the fiery energy of the full moon today and throughout last week's astrology influences. We're still going to feel that fiery energy today, of course, with the full moon in Leo, as Leo is a fire sign, and Mars is influencing that moon quite significantly as well, which Mars is a fire planet. So we're going to feel more fire this week, but it's going to shift a bit. Last week, it was a lot of fire and releasing fears, doubts, judgments, stagnancy, some heaviness being released, some healing occurring. This week, we have the fire energy, but it's more about activation, amplification, empowerment, elevation into new levels of success and growth. So it's a different kind of fast pace. And hopefully by now this week, you're a little more used to the fiery energy quickness that the energy is representing. And so we've burned away a lot of old energy last week. We let a lot of stuff go. We release the heaviness. And now this week, we are moving into a lightweight, fast-paced environment of success and freedom. So it was a little uncomfortable last week, right? Moving so fast and feeling such powerful transformation so quickly. But we're letting in more light this week, and it's still fast, but a little bit more exciting. Exciting is the word, okay? We're feeling passion, we're feeling excitement, we're feeling exhilaration, we're feeling manifestation. We're feeling the opportunity to step into higher levels of success. We're feeling the activation of our spirit and our intuition showing up for us in big ways. And with all of that, yes, it can be a little uncomfortable because we're used to moving at our own pace, right? But now we are being forced to move at a quicker pace, a fiery pace. So embrace the uncomfortability. Don't run from it. Don't run backwards, like I titled this weekly reading. It's so important not to run backwards, not to run back to what was comfortable, because what was comfortable was not working for you. And Source is moving you into something new right now to show you what is working for you, to show you its plan for your success, and to show you the shifts that are required to step into that success. So it's a really great change. Even though it's a little uncomfortable, even though it's a little quick and a little intense, it is a powerful, positive transformation. So embrace the uncomfortability and allow yourself to get adapted to the new level, the new version of you that is being ignited right now. So you have more capacity for confidence this week as we move into this upcoming week. Bravery is also another big energy that is being presented with this full moon in Leo today. And so we're going to feel more confident and more brave. And with that bravery, it's about taking risks, but taking risks from an intuitive standpoint, not just irrational, impulsive risk taking. No, we don't want that. We want to take the risks that our spirit is guiding us to take, that feel intuitively guided, that feel synchronistic, that feel like all the signs are pointing at that action for you to take that risk, to make that move. And even though you might be fearful or doubtful or uncomfortable with it, your intuition, your heart, your inner being is pushing you, encouraging you, urging you to do that move, to make that move, to take that step, that leap. And we're making quantum leaps right now, huge, epic leaps of growth. So that's why the intuition is so active in encouraging us to move forward and encouraging us to make changes and to settle into these new places we find ourselves in, new environments, new relationships, release from relationships, new experiences, all of that, new communities. So just enjoy it, because this is a big leap forward. So don't run back to the comfort zone, okay? Because it's not going to serve you. Even though it might feel nice and comfy, it's kind of like when we wake up from a really nice nap and we want to go back to bed, right? But we know we have all these exciting things to do today, and our body is just tired. Our body just wants to go back to that comfort of our bed. But our mind, our spirit, our heart knows that there's so much to look forward to during the day that it would be crazy to go back to bed and sleep through that beautiful experience that you know you're meant to have. So don't sleep through it. Don't go back to the comfort zone of your bed. Stay awake. Stay enlightened, stay amplified in this energy, and move forward to all the things that Source is so excited to bring into your life this year for 2020. So in this week, so important to step into that confidence, into that bravery, and into that embracing of the new energy that you're experiencing, the liberation, the excitement. So like I said, taking risks is okay when intuition validates you, but be cautious around the Mercury retrograde that's going to happen next week. February 16th to 17th, the Mercury planet, Mercury retrogrades, it starts to pull away from the solar system. It starts to go counter to its cycle. And that really brings in a lot of breakthrough from illusions and delusions, and a lot of truth being revealed, and also a little bit of shifts and changes that need to occur. So that's why it's so important to only make moves, big moves, take risks based on your intuition, based on your heart, not from what other people are telling you to do, but for the way that it feels true to you. That's the risks you want to take. That's the moves you want to make. Follow the signs, follow the synchronicities on that, because your signs and synchronicities are the validation that it's time to make those moves. And you really want to act quickly. What I've noticed this last week and moving into this week coming forth, because the fiery energy is so intense, fire, you got to move quick. Whether you're putting out a fire or starting a fire, right? You've got to move quick. If you've seen like Survivor, I used to watch Survivor a lot. They make the fire and you have to go quick. Like you got to spark it, then you got to blow into it and you got to get it going. You got to move quick, right? And when you're putting out a fire, you've got to move quick. You've got to get the water, you've got to contain the fire, right? So make it quick. Make it quick. Your actions. When you see that validation of your intuition telling you move now. When you feel that impulse to focus on something, or to pay attention to something, or to allow yourself to study something, or bring forth a message for someone else, move quickly. Follow your intuition and move quickly. Don't stutter, step, don't procrastinate on the intuition you're getting. Move quickly, because that's the fire energy. And it's going to be important to do so, because you're going to be really tapping into the fullness, the full capacity, the full potential of the success that your intuition is guiding you to receive when you move quickly. So we're in pre-retrograde season, okay? We're in communication with ourself. Remember, Mercury retrograde is all about moving inward, and moving inward with a mind state and a connection to communication. So we're connecting with our own intuition, we're communicating with ourselves, we're doing a lot of introspection, a lot of self-study. And Mercury retrograde also affects our relationships as we journey inward and connect with our relationship within ourselves. The relationships outside of ourselves shift based on that experience, on that shift in ourselves inwardly. So we're in pre-retrograde season, which means that there may be some tension, letting us know where we need to pace ourselves and what we need to focus on. And this is going to be really helpful during all that fast-paced movement. So notice if you have tension around certain relationships or certain communications or certain focuses within that you've been feeling. Emotions inside, inner struggles, fears, doubts, anxieties, any tension that you're feeling, even tension in the body, pay attention to the tension. because the tension is telling you something. The tension is encouraging you to focus on that energy so that you can see what needs to shift, so that you can allow what might be trying to shift to fully shift, so that you can relax that tension and find a balance. So let that be part of the pre-retrograde prep that you're experiencing this week as we move into the end of this week with the Mercury retrograde happening. So pace yourself based on that tension. Know that these are things that you're going to need to pay attention to, focus on, and just kind of stay in observance of, stay in awareness of as you move forward. Now, in regards to that, I also want to bring forth the awareness of patience. That was another really big message from Spirit today when I sat down to bring in the energy of this upcoming week. Patient in communication, patience in commitments, patience in desired outcomes, and patience with our emotions and other people's emotions. Those are the types of patience we really need to exercise this week. So be patient in the way you communicate. Think before you speak. Feel into your intuition on if you're using the right words, the right tone, the right message to get your point across. Be patient in the way in which you commit to yourself and the way in which you commit to others. If you're feeling like, oh, I keep procrastinating on this thing and you're beating yourself up, don't beat yourself up. Just choose to commit to it and be patient in your adapting to that commitment, in your easing into that commitment. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to move into something at your own pace. And as long as you're moving forward in it, you're acting on that fire energy to move. So just allow yourself to pace yourself. Also, don't feel pressured by other people to get certain things done right away if it's not true to yourself. If your heart's telling you to wait or to slow down or to be patient about something, or it's not the right time yet, trust that. Don't let somebody else try to force you into to make a decision by a certain time or force you to commit to something by a certain time. Honor your own pace. Honor your own time. Honor your own intuition on that. So important, because everything is in divine timing and divine order, and your inner being knows when it's time to move and when it's not time to move. So pay attention to that. And then when you feel that inspiration, you feel that intuition that says, okay, do it now, then do it, then commit, then move. Also, your desired outcome. So many times we try to create a outcome that we want and we try to force it, we try to rush to that outcome. If only we can have an extra $1,000 for this thing we want to do, or if only we can have that promotion that we really have been working for, or if only we can have that relationship that we've always wanted, and we want it now. But so much of the experience of that outcome is in the journey. So much of the fun and the excitement is in imagining that relationship and watching yourself create it in real time. So much of it is working forward for your promotion and seeing it in yourself, proving to yourself that you have all these amazing characteristics that are abundant for that promotion, or that you're able to see yourself grow in strength and determination, organization, and time management as you excel towards that promotion, and seeing the people recognize your great efforts, right? That's the journey. That's the journey to the outcome. So enjoy the journey and allow yourself to just stay in that patience. And then, of course, also patience with your emotions and others' emotions. Because the fiery energy is still so strong for this week upcoming, we really want to honor our emotions. We want to let ourselves feel them fully. And we also want to know that other people around us are going to be doing the same. So we want to have patience. Patience with ourselves. Maybe we're feeling an emotion that doesn't really align with what we want to do today, but it's more important to feel that emotion. Let that pass through you so that you have more of the focus and the uninterrupted attention towards that thing that you're trying to do today. You have to release the emotion, let the emotion flow through you, and really process that before you move to the next thing. Otherwise, you're going to still be thinking about that emotion or feeling that emotion while you're in that experience that doesn't really jive with it. So have patience with yourself and others, an emotional standpoint as well. Really surrender to patience this week, okay? Now, joy and love is also a big energy in the air this week to come. Leo is loving and joyful and proud and strong. And so we're going to feel a lot of that energy throughout this week as well. We're going to feel more of our joy. We're going to feel more opportunities for joy. And we're also going to feel more opportunities for love. Of course, we have Valentine's Day on Friday, which is another explosive energy of love for the Mass Collective as they celebrate love in all forms. So we want to really enjoy that, just embrace that. We also want to notice the breakthroughs that come this week in love and joy. Maybe you let more love in than you've ever let in your life this week. Maybe you've let yourself have more joy, or you've experienced more joy this week than you ever have. Let yourself feel that. Let yourself let in new levels of joy and love this week. Break through the ceiling that you might have for yourself that caps the love that you're able to receive. And just break through that. Open up for more. We're going to have new levels and new definitions of love and joy too. So notice how your perception of love has shifted. And notice how your perception of joy has shifted. Maybe you used to think joy was all about financial abundance, but now you realize that joy is about gratitude, relationships, connection, support, adventure, exploration, and abundance, right? So allow yourself to notice how your definition of joy or your definition of love have shifted, and really revel in that. Maybe you used to feel the way that joy was not materialistic, and now you feel more pressure to have a materialistic joy. Check yourself on that. Maybe there needs to be some redrafting of your definition of joy there. Whatever you feel you need to focus in on in that regard, pay attention to it and make those subtle shifts, because that will change your experience exponentially. And it's also important to have no fear. No fear this week, okay? We released all the fears last week. It's time to step in to no fear, to bravery, to full courage this week with all the energy that we have. Any fears that you released last week that maybe you had to face to release, really stand your ground this week. Stay strong. Don't run backwards. Remember, don't go back to the fears. Don't go back to the doubts. Don't go back to the judgments. Don't go back to that comfortable zone that you were in that allowed you to feel that way. It's time for something new. It's a new beginning. It's a new day. It's a new year. So let yourself release those fears and stand your ground in fearlessness. And you will see that when you do, you become so much more in harmony and in alignment with what you've asked for, that you just start flowing effortlessly through life, because those fears are what caused the chaos. Those fears are what caused that bungee cord, that parachute in your back that kept you back from what you were meant to experience. So let that go. Keep that out of your aura and watch yourself evolve. It's going to be beautiful. And then also notice that some of us are cycling through isolation and community. We're kind of going back and forth, where we'll want to isolate ourselves for a day or two, and then we'll want to be around people, and vice versa. We'll kind of oscillate between those phases. So just honor that. It's a part of the energy this week. It's a part of the integration and activation of your body and of your spirit and of your mind. So when we activate our spirit, oftentimes we like to be around other people. We like to enjoy the mutual activation, just like we do here in the weekly readings. We're activating our spirit every time we center in focus here as a community and talk about the energy of the week to come. That's an activation. It's an enlightenment. It's an amplification of our energy. It's a connection to source that we connect with each other on. Then we integrate that activation. We integrate those new levels of awareness, that new consciousness, those new intuitive gifts and abilities that we acquire. And when we integrate them, we tend to need some isolation. We tend to go inward. We tend to stay in our home, or just sit alone in meditation, or just hang out with ourselves. And that's our way of integrating, of letting all that energy settle in. and disperse where it needs to go within us, and to bring us downloads and awarenesses that deepen that experience. So just honor that need to isolate or go out and connect with the community, and embrace it. Don't try to force yourself out or into one of those phases of the cycle, okay? Follow your heart's guidance on that. Honor your heart's guidance on that. And don't feel bad about if you need to cancel a plan, or if you need to, just give yourself some time alone. Or if you need to be around someone, don't feel bad about reaching out. That's your heart wanting you to connect for a reason. So let yourself do so, okay? All right, before we get into the rest of the spirit messages, I just want to check in on everybody. I noticed some people speaking some longer messages, so I just want to check in. Gayton is here. Hello, vibing with you all. Good to see you. Ilcast says feeling fire for sure. Linda says a little. Leslie's here. Hi, sister. Good to see you. Justice is here. Oh, thank you for saying my hair looks good and that you're feeling this. Yes. Oh my gosh, absolutely. All the fire, right? Lisa said, yes, need that confidence and bravery. Been hiding in my hermit cave. Totally. And honor that, Lisa, if you need a little bit of isolation, but also honor when your heart is saying, hey, I need to get out of this cave and go and connect with some people, which you're doing right now, right? Even if you might still be in your home, you're still connecting with the community. So you're doing that work. Lola is here as well. She said, whoa, I came in at the right time. This is on point. Tears, my first live. Yay. Hi, beautiful people. Oh, so good to see you, Lola. And so good to see that you're releasing that emotion and you're letting yourself feel that synchronicity and that connection. It's such a beautiful thing. Nikki says, powerful. I feel that. Yes. Oh, I love it. Lola says, yes, move now and focus on something. This is right on point for right now. Feeling the fire energy a lot. Higher Holistic Rogers is here saying, hey, Rissa. Yes, I just got back from a trail. Oh, it was amazing. I got a lot of answers. Seen 2 ducks, looked like a dove, and another one off in the distance. Amazing. Oh, I love that so much. So good to have you all here and connecting and communicating all these beautiful synchronicities and this just resonance with the messages today. Thank you for that validation. Jasmine says, I can relate with the isolation for 7 months, but time to come out and feeling it. Yes, wonderful. So glad to have you here and back in our graces. Let's continue on with these spirit messages. So the next one is, like I said, don't run back to the comfort zone. Just a reiteration of that energy. Think first about why you might be inspired to run. So when you feel like running back to what you had before that maybe you just released last week, maybe it was a relationship and you're feeling like you have to go run back to that relationship, or maybe it was an experience or a job that you released or let go of, or just a belief system that you released or let go of, and maybe you're feeling pulled to go back and believe that thing again, or to connect with that thing again, or to experience that thing again. First, before you run backwards, ask yourself, why? Why am I trying to run backwards? Why do I feel like I need to go back? Because oftentimes you'll remember why you actually left. And sometimes we forget why we left, and then we feel like, oh, we need to go back. But really it's because we just forgot why we left. But when we ask ourselves, why am I running backwards? Then we start to remember, oh, actually, I don't want to run backwards. I don't want to run back to that because I remember why I left now. I remember what was not flowing, what was not in alignment. And I also remember that I'm having fear and doubts and judgments of myself because I'm in an uncomfortable situation right now. So I'm just feeling like I need to go back to comfort, even though I know what was comfortable was not serving me, right? So reminding yourself why you left and why you're being encouraged to run backwards, and checking yourself, really reminding yourself to stand your ground. And unless things have really changed in the things that you left behind, changed so much that they're back in alignment with you, or that they feel better than they did before, then there's no reason to run back. So don't run backwards unless you really, really, really believe things have changed for the better. And otherwise, just stand your ground in that choice to release. Choose courage over comfort. Brene Brown did an amazing call to courage lecture on Netflix. If you have Netflix, look up Brene Brown, and it's a call to courage. And it's an amazing lecture, an amazing talk about choosing courage over comfort. And that's really what we're doing this week. We have to choose courage over comfort, because that courage is really what is helping us level up to our new phase. And our new phase is always going to be uncomfortable at first because it's something we're not used to, because it's new. So just enjoy that it's not comfortable. And be courageous in that, because it's meant for you. You're meant to level up. You're meant to receive that success. You're meant to receive that new relationship or that new job or that new experience that represents a shift from the old, okay? Now we're also feeling grounded. We're going to be feeling more grounded this week. Grounded in our new path, like I said, our new beginning. So it's going to feel a little bit easier to step into courage this week versus last week when we were trying to figure out what to leave and release and trying to accept what we might have already released. This week, we're really going to feel more support and stability in what we've released and what we've stepped into that's new. So as you stand your ground, you gain your balance, right? So if you think about when we do a tree pose in yoga, you know, the pose where your knee is like up and you're like in this like balance thing, right? When we're in that pose, we're gonna wobble a little bit. When we move into that pose, we're gonna feel a little unstable, but then all of a sudden we're gonna feel this centering. We're gonna adapt to the pose and we're gonna feel centered and balanced and secure. And that's what we're doing this week. We're really committing to the pose and centering ourselves and feeling more balanced and stable because of it, because we are standing our ground. We gain our balance. So because of that, we're going to experience more luck and abundance this week, rewarding us for that stability, for standing our ground, and for gaining our balance. So allow that success and abundance, that luck, allow it in. Notice it. Don't resist it. Don't say, oh, I don't deserve that luck. I don't deserve that abundance. I'm not ready for it. Don't do that, because you don't want to cut yourself off from all the blessings that Source is bringing us this week. So open your heart up and allow the luck and abundance to show up for you. Allow the miracles to happen, because when we move to a new phase of our life and we stand in our faith, we stand in our trust, we stand in our confidence and our intuition, the universe rewards us. It gives us that good job reward. Whether it be just more peace, whether it be more clarity, whether it be financial abundance we didn't expect but have asked for, whether it be manifestation of what we've started to create, or whether it just be a lucky encounter with a friend or a fun encounter with a synchronistic event. It's going to bring you that validation that you have done a great job in shifting into a new level of success. So notice it and allow it in, okay? So our week this week in Spirit Messages is amazing. We have so much to look forward to, still a lot of fast-paced movement, still a lot of new beginnings and new comfort in the discomfort, right? As we shift into something new, but also lots of luck, abundance, courage, confidence, bravery, support, stability, balance. Okay, so exciting. So don't run backwards, because that'll just cause more chaos and confusion, and it will prolong the process that you don't need to prolong to get you to your success. It can happen right now, so just let it happen right now, okay? All right, so before we move on to astrology, I want to go over the words, the intuitive words for each aspect of our life. Work life, love life, family life, spiritual life, okay? These are the words that come to me from Spirit about what to focus on in these areas of your life this week. So starting with work life, the intuitive word is relate. Relate. Find a relatability to your work environment. Find some common ground. Find some people that you relate to in your work environment, or find a way to relate your work life to the life that you desire if it doesn't feel harmonious. Find a way to connect to a synchronicity, a relatability in your work environment this week. And you will feel more success in that. You will feel more centered, more connected to your work environment. Love and love life. The love life word is explore. Explore love. Remember, we're tapping into new definitions and new levels of love in all forms. So explore love this week and enjoy this curiosity, this exploration, this adventurousness in love this week. Enjoy that. Then family life is all about support. Allow support. Allow the support that you maybe never have allowed from your family before. Allow yourself to feel supported by your family, and also allow yourself to support your family in ways that you maybe haven't before. All that's in alignment intuitively for you. Let that support be with your family. And then in spirit life, integrate is the word. Integrate the messages, integrate the evolution, integrate the leveling up of your energy. Enjoy this feeling of integrating the messages, the downloads, the activations of spirit that we have received this week and will continue to receive this week moving forward. Enjoy that integration. And sometimes that means isolation for a second, and that's okay. And sometimes it means integrating with community, and that's okay too. So integrate however it feels good to you in your spirit life. All right. So let's move into astrology. How's everybody doing? Just checking in. Higher Holistic Roger says, great message. Thank you, Rissa. I'm feeling this. So good to see that. Lisa said, yeah, just moved and been in huge integration period, setting up new home, new routine, seeking new community too. Beautiful. Congratulations on that, Lisa. And Ilcast says they need to have changed, they need to have changed so much that they are now new things, if not the old thing anymore. I think what you're saying is, so moving on from old to new and accepting that the things have changed in the old if they are ready to move. Yeah, if it's not the old thing anymore. Yes, I get what you're saying. Yeah, if the old thing that you released is no longer the old same thing that you released, it's something new, then maybe it's okay to run back. But only if it's changed, only if it's no longer representing what you know you were needing to release at that time. Really good. All right, so astrology messages before we pull cards. Of course, today is the Leo full moon. So just to remind you all, we were releasing fears, bravery. We were releasing fears to step into bravery. We were releasing stagnant energy to step into movement. We were releasing insecurities to step into confidence. And we were releasing uninspiring experiences to step into creativity and passion. So last week, it was all about the release of fears, stagnant energy, insecurities, uninspiring experiences. This week, we're moving into the activation of bravery, movement, confidence, creativity, and passion. And purpose, okay? So just enjoy that. Enjoy that shift with the Leo full moon. Thank the full moon for bringing all of that transformation in, and sit under the full moon tonight, meditate, and allow yourself to just receive the inspirations, the activations, and the positive fiery energy that is here to transmit all of these amazing experiences into reality for you. Now, the next astrology influence is tomorrow, Monday, February 10th. Of course, 10 is representative of a new beginning, stepping into a new center, being in oneness and unity within yourself. And it numerologically translates the date 2/10/2020, numerologically translates to the number 7, which is letting us know that we are in transformation, spiritual transformation, heavenly transformation for our highest good, and that we're really connecting to our mind energy as well, where we're inspired to do research, center our focus on new beginnings, study ourselves through introspection, and study the world in the ways in which we have noticed things shift this last week moving into this next week. And tomorrow, Venus conjuncts Chiron. Venus is all about pleasure, joy, abundance, love. Chiron is all about healing and connectivity and moving forward into healed perspective. So we're going to feel healing through love. We're going to feel sacred values in love showing up for us. We're going to have more downloads that resonate with pure joy and pleasure and harmony. And we're also going to feel more spiritual love connections, whether it be soul family, soul mates, twin flames, any kind of spiritual love with our guides. We're going to feel those connections really strong tomorrow. So enjoy that, allow that, and let your mind study what feels inspired to you to study so that you can add intelligence, that divine intelligence, to your experiences. And then on Wednesday, 2/12 is another big day. Remember, I talked about the 2222 portal last Sunday on 2/2/2020. And so we're still in that portal. And on Wednesday, we're going to be hitting the midpoint of that portal. The portal started on the 2nd of February and it ends on the 22nd of February. And Wednesday is the 12th of February. So we're going to be feeling the midpoint on Wednesday. And the midpoint, 2/12/2020 on Wednesday, is going to represent our connection to our purpose and our connection to our passion and faith in it all. So we're going to feel a lot of inspiration to center focus on what we really love to do and what we want to do moving forward with that, and what our purpose is for the world, and how we can serve others and how we can serve ourselves. So a lot of truths revealed in that. We're going to feel our purpose more exposed, and we're going to feel more faith in our truth from that. So allow yourself to do some journaling on Wednesday about your passion and purpose and really getting connected. I also see that we have 22 people viewing this reading as we speak, which is really fun. Another 2/2 experience. So lots of synchronicities there. And then the last astrological influence of this week is on the 16th, which is next Sunday. And the 16th is going to be full of surprises. We're going to have some spiritual surprises on the 16th. The numerological value for that date is 13, which is the divine feminine number of intuition and inspiration and creative essence. And we're also going to see the number 4 play out, since 13 reduces to 4. We're going to feel our angels communicating with us. That represents 4. And 4 also represents unexpected experiences, which is where some of those spiritual surprises are going to come from. And it also represents our angels navigating us through any challenges, anything unexpected that we need to overcome. The angels are right there with us on Sunday to help us do that. Mercury then goes retrograde in Pisces that evening, moving into the 17th, which will be right before the Pisces new moon. So just a little message on the retrograde as we step into it at the end of the week. And of course, I will talk more about this next Sunday when we meet again. But we're going to feel our internal mind connecting with our internal messages. And we're going to feel a synchronicity in our intelligence, our divine intelligence, and also in our communication of that divine intelligence. We're also going to be recognizing energy shifts from the unseen influences of our life, whether that be our spirit guides, or whether it be more abstract elements of our belief systems, or of things that other people believe about us or believe about situations that need to be seen. We're going to release a lot of illusions and delusions in that weekend too. And it's really going to be important to visualize what you want on Sunday and to stay positive, to pierce through the illusions by sticking to what you know is true about you and what you know is true about what you want. So that's going to be a really powerful experience for us, okay? And remember, this year, 2020, is all about 2020 vision. And this is our first retrograde of 2020, our first Mercury retrograde of 2020 that will happen on the 16th, the evening of the 16th, moving into the 17th. And so that is going to be a really powerful, revealing Mercury retrograde, really bringing us even more clarity, helping us see even more clearly for this year. So just get ready for that. All right, so before we leave, I'm going to pull some cards to summarize this beautiful week that we have ready for us. And before I do, as I get that ready, I just encourage you all to take a couple deep breaths just to center and focus, and even maybe ask the cards something that you might need clarity on. And I also want to again invite you to the online Starseed gathering that's happening on Tuesday, this Tuesday, February 11th at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. It will be occurring via Zoom conference call, and I'm going to be helping you all connect to your galactic heritage, your galactic families, your cosmic self, and really learning and understanding what a starseed is. And we're also going to talk about the ways in which galactic energy, cosmic beings communicate with us. Since we're moving into that retrograde next week, this is going to be a really fun way of tapping into spiritual communication with our galactic guides. So if you're interested in that Starseed gathering on Tuesday, it is for the online community. It's for all of you. So please email me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com, to sign up for that event. It's only $20 to sign up, and it's going to be so fun. I'm pulling the card for the beginning of the week there, so we're getting our messages here. And then I also want to just encourage you all, if you feel like you are a spiritually curious person who really wants to step into their passion, their purpose, their healing ability, their intuitive abilities, their ability to understand spirit, the laws of the universe, manifestation, how to manage your energy and others, if you're really called to get some coaching, some mentoring by me, please feel free to join a free consultation call where you will get an hour of coaching with me, and you will be able to learn about the coaching programs that I offer for you to take that coaching into this new year. 6 months of coaching, and it's going to be so amazing. You get a full course as well that will highlight all of the information on how to develop your intuition. I call it the Intuitive Luminary course and coaching program. So if you're interested, I've also combined this program with the opportunity to join me in Belize in April of this year, where we will be awakening our inner mystic, forging our own magic tools, connecting to our inner mystic and wizard and witch within, understanding the ethics of witch and wizardry, and connecting to the sacred land of Belize in paradise for a week-long retreat in April. So if you're interested in learning about those program offerings, please also email me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com. I'll also post a link to schedule your free coaching call and consultation in the description below. And if you can't wait until this video uploads before you schedule your call, you can always go to the last weekly reading and go to the description there, and all of the options, all of the links to schedule are in those descriptions as well. I would love to journey with you into this 2020 new year, allowing yourself to tap into all the purest positive potential and capacity for your intuitive gifts and spirituality. So let me know if you're interested. I can't wait to have you all there. And then I also wanted to say the channeled message from the Channel and Chill that I did in January, at the end of January, is up now for you all to review. It was such a powerful channel. So definitely review that. I think about 15 guides came through. So definitely go review that. There was tons of messages from the guides from that Channel and Chill. I also just did another Channel and Chill this last Friday, so that will be uploaded in the next week or two. And then I do want to still let you know, I am bringing you forth a meditation for February, since February is the Daughter of the Phoenix card per our annual reading at the beginning of the year. I am doing a guided meditation for you all to tap into for that energy and to really integrate that energy of the Daughter of the Phoenix rising above the ashes. We are in that fiery energy right now. I'm just waiting on it to finish editing. I've got my editor working on it really diligently. So as soon as he's done editing that meditation, I will post it on the YouTube page as well. I know I wanted to have it ready for you this weekend, but it just wasn't able to get ready for you quite yet. But I'm hoping to have it uploaded for you this week so you guys can do that meditation throughout February, okay? So I just wanted to give you a little update on that. All right, let's check out the cards for the week. This is 2/9 to 2/16, 2020. First card for the beginning of the week, creativity, I know you guys can't see the word on the top because these letters are really bright, but creativity is the card. It's a beautiful card. It is the Three of Crystal card. This is all encouraging you to stay creative, to tap into your creativity throughout the beginning of the week. Today, Monday, Tuesday, enjoy the essence of creativity. Create something. Create your new beginning that you're walking into from the release from this full moon today, and just enjoy the creative spirit within you. Let that flow. You will produce some amazing things with the creative energy of the beginning of the week. Middle of the week card. Oh, so perfect for what we've been talking about. Courage, choosing courage over comfort with Haniel, the Archangel Haniel. This is a rooted energy as well. And notice how fiery this card looks. All the reds and oranges and yellows, really encouraging us to be courageous. Courageous with this full moon energy that we're experiencing and integrating the rest of this week, and really allowing ourselves to ground into that courage, to stand our ground, to find our stability in our courage and bravery, and to let ourselves trust in our courage and bravery this middle of the week. Such a beautiful card. And then the last card, the end of the week card, children, encouraging us to embrace our inner child, to explore. Remember, we talked about love and exploring joy. And we're feeling that with Valentine's Day at the end of the week. Really let your inner child play this week, the end of the week, and really just tap into that joy, that exhilaration, that adventurousness, that fun, that free-spirited energy, joyful love, and healing as well, healing the inner child with this as well as what I'm feeling. So just enjoying that full spectrum healing and emergence of your inner child. And if you have children, play with your children, love your children, honor and revel in that beautiful form of love between your child and you, and just experience that bliss, because there is such a beauty in that relationship. So enjoy the childlike spirit at the end of the week. So we've got creativity in the beginning of the week, courage in the middle of the week, children at the end of the week, 3 C's for the cards. Such good energy. I love you all so much. I've had such a great time today with this reading. I hope you have as well. I encourage you to please share this reading with anyone you feel needs these messages, or just needs a little guidance, or is just curious about spirituality and spiritual growth. And feel free to watch this reading repeatedly throughout the week to remind you of what is the focus that needs to be primary for you this week. Really enjoying the ability to tap in whenever you need a reminder this week. I would love to see even more subscribers every time that we get connected here on Sundays. So feel free to, like I said, to share and let people know about these readings if you really get a lot from them. Keep commenting below throughout the week on how this energy shows up for you in your week. And again, if you're interested in the online Starseed gathering that's happening on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central, please email me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com. And if you're interested in a free coaching call with me where we will talk about the coaching offers that I have for you moving forward, and the ones that are including the Belize retreat in April, then also email me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com, or you can click the link in the description of any of the readings before this one. And once this one is fully uploaded, the links will be available in this description as well. I did pull a card for the full moon last week. The card was Surrender. So we already have a card for the full moon. I pulled it last week. So the card is Surrender. If you guys want, I can pull you one more though. I mean, why not? We can get another moon card going. Let's see if we've got another energy presenting itself for the full moon today in Leo. The card is Magic and Ritual. Magic and Ritual from Goddess Isis. It says, effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. So let this moon today be a part of your inner ritual. And let this be a way in which you sit under the full moon tonight and focus in on your heart. Focus in on what you want to create in the external world. Focus on what you want to feel inside you as far as your emotions, your grace, your love, your ability, your wisdom. And then ask the moon to assist you in spreading that love, that grace, that wisdom into the world in your own unique form through this beautiful ritual of heart-centered practice tonight for the full moon in Leo. Okay, I love you so much. Hopefully you got a nice card with that, nice download with that. And then of course, remember last week's full moon card was also surrender. So surrender to that grace and love and ability and wisdom within, and know that it will express itself externally. I love you all so much. Lisa said we'll definitely be reaching out later today about your offerings. Wonderful, Lisa. Cannot wait to connect with you. Higher Holistic Roger says, wow. Linda says, I love Isis. Yes, thank you so much, says Ilcast. So good to see you. Lisa said, I needed this today. Yes. Oh my gosh, I needed this today. I always love connecting with you all. It's such a beautiful experience. And Ilcast says, will the Zoom call be recorded? Yes. So if you cannot make it to the reading or to the Starseed gathering on Tuesday, if you can't make it live, but you still want to join, you can still sign up, and the actual talk will be recorded, so I can send you the recorded version of the Starseed gathering so you can still take advantage of that offer. So just email me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com, and we'll get it all set up for you, okay? Love you all so much, and I will see you next week on Sunday, 1:11 p.m. Central Time for another live weekly reading with me, Rissa Vibes, aka Readings by Rissa. Love you all so much. Peace.